The relationship between the young couple has just taken a step further. The dog emperor forced a mistress to come to the door, not only seduced the prince, he even deliberately gave him this princess and put various burdens on him. Just now, facing the lateral Lung Zhuanyao who suddenly inserted into the door, its 100 reluctances. The king does not need. You can go back and tell the emperor that I have a princess alone. The green tea girl laughed instead. The emperor decreed a reward. The prince suffers. You know the consequences of disobeying the decree. At this time, when Ruoxi, who is the princess, even if she is unwilling, but for the prince, he took the initiative to come forward to accept the marriage. Shen Yao wanted to stop him, but he was whispered by Wan Ruoli. Wang Yanning can't resist now, got caught by the other party. But this king doesn't want to see you suffer this kind of grievance. One sentence warms Wan Ruoli's heart. It turns out that you care so much about my feelings. After all, you are the princess I am officially married to. The man's attitude gave Wan Ruoxi confidence, facing the aggression of the green tea girl. Wan Ruoxi directly replied, I do think that Zidi I did not look at people. It's fate. Just because I'm not pregnant. The emperor and the queen should have stuffed someone into the palace. That concubine when has been in the palace for a long time. There has never been a daughter. Shouldn't there be more concubines in the palace? The prince stretched out his hand to praise his daughter-in-law for her greatness. The green tea girl is so angry that she is twisted. Unexpectedly, I turned around and ended up in the pit. Su Fang immediately knelt down when she saw this. It started with a little girl. The little girl is willing to accept the law. Fang Yi knew that he could not enter the eyes of the prince. I have no intention of competing with the princess. Below sanctity. Fang Yi is already a person of the palace. I also hope that the prince and Princess Gu Quan's little daughter is innocent. Otherwise, the parents of the little girl will definitely be regarded as a joke by the world. When Ruoli once again advised the prince not to resist the decree, why don't you go first? Let's wait and see. That being the case, then I will thank the emperor for his kindness. Bitterness in the marriage room. And Fang, who had been waiting for a long time, kept looking in the direction of the gate. When I saw the figure of the prince, his face was instantly filled with a red light of joy. Unexpectedly, as soon as the prince entered the door, he ordered him to put on his clothes. Su Fangyi was taken aback by his tone, but Fangyi has to serve the prince tonight. Who knows if the patrol wants to take the quilt directly? I'm not interested in you. The king will sleep tonight. Prince, do you really hate Fangyi so much? After saying that, tears of grievance welled up. No reply when seeing each other. Su Fangyi began to express her feelings again. Your Highness, you may not know. Fangyi has actually been in love with you since she was a child. I remember the prince at that time, always alone under the magnolia tree. Always when others are playing, silently reading, then the border unrest. Your Highness, you are in command. Fangyi until today. I remember your high-spirited appearance. But your lord, while you are rich and poor and at war, but seriously injured, even the root cause of the disease, not only missed status, even the military power in his hands was handed over to the new emperor. Wang Yi Fangyi is sincere to you. I also know your hardships and unwillingness over the years. So, your Highness, please don't tolerate it anymore, okay? After saying that, he posted it to the prince. But the other party is not only unmoved, even keep him away from himself. Su Fang choked up at the sight. Wrongful emotions came to my heart like a tide. I know that the prince only has my sister in his heart. Kefang only hopes to stay by the side of the prince, already very happy. So can the prince not drive Fang away. The king already has a princess. This king can't give you what you want. But as long as you stay on your own, this king will not embarrass you and drive you out of the palace. Su Fang was very happy for a moment. Thank you, your Highness. The other side. When Ruoli was sullen in the room alone, but these days are just beginning. Little Zia Ji teased him as a sign of jealousy. When Ruoli's stubborn denial. How could I be jealous? I'm just afraid he won't be able to hold it. I fell victim to the emperor and queen's rape to implicate my father. The next morning, Su Feng arrived at Wan Ruoxi's door early in the morning. I'm here to greet my sister. By the way, wait for him to change his clothes. When Ruoxi saw him coming to the door, she knew that nothing good was going on. When I heard that he was going to freshen up for himself, he even rejected his kindness directly. Su Fengyi was attracted by the wooden comb on the table. Sister, your comb is so beautiful. Did the prince give it to you? This is what my mother gave me. When Ruoli just finished speaking, the other party threw the comb in his hand to the ground. With a click, the intact comb was smashed in half. Sorry, sister. I didn't mean to. My sister punished my father. It's my clumsiness. Broke my sister's things. Su Fengyi deliberately raised her voice. I'm afraid others won't hear me. When Ruoli, who was angry, endured her anger. You go out? I'll find a way to fix it myself. When Ruoli looked at the broken wooden comb and was heartbroken, this is the only thing left by the original mother. I think she definitely did it on purpose. This bad woman has no peace of mind. On the other side, Su Fengyi returned to her room. He slapped himself in the face, and satisfied with his red and swollen face, then let the maid Jasper go to the prince. He wants to give Wen Ruoli a gift. Jasper came to the prince's study, claiming that his lady has been wronged. The prince is not in a hurry. Bring Su Fengyi to the prince's residence. However, the prince's next move directly stunned everyone present.